we are just sort of coming out of a little birth here, but there's a lot of stuff coming on. We're coming into the main honey for the season. We've got plenty of moisture in the soil, so things are, this is usually it, right around the 14th of June through till, and that's not etched in stone either. I mean, last year we had so much sunshine. Late May and June, the honeycomb kind of kept on trickling all summer long. Due to the growth in August. But, here we are at the solstice, so close to the solstice, you really ought to be thinking already about winter. Our season in Maine is so short for how long the bees have to draw comb and build up. So this hive now has already been set back. It's lost its queen. The box on top is undrawn. And then if you go into a traditional season where there's no nectar coming in August, so you can't really rely on the fall.
Why not keep feeding that straw comb?
If we keep doing it, sure.
Just to get the comb drawn.
Yeah. Exactly. You do have time. I mean, if you get to, the traditional girth, I would say let them do it if they can on their own, and then when the normal girth kicks in August, feed them in August, get them to draw comb, and then usually, middle September, first week of September, the goldenrod comes on, the asters, and then there's more, bamboo and such around that they'll work and draw comb on. But we have such a short season. You're always got to be thinking about.
Things are getting so early.
Yeah. Hate to burst your bubble. So this was a split as well?
That is the second split from that.
Second split. And when did you fill that jug?
Oh, days ago.
Days ago. See, they're really not. If that was
a bucket on it too.
If it's a strong colony and it was spring and there was nothing coming in, they'd suck that down in a day, I think. Here we. Looks like a pinch bug. Careful. Ran out of sauce.
Good catch.
So this was made at the same time as the other one.
Right.
Something's up with this hive, I think.
And this was requeened.
Oh, it was requeened?
Yeah.
It should be. You saw how the other one was. It was wall-to-wall bees, needed a new super.
This has been a question mark. It's been a very,
Yeah, something's up. For some reason they're not building. Oh yeah, we've got a cell there with larvae on it. See how the bees are right off the bat. This one's fanning its wings and shaking. It's got its tail in the air.
What does that mean?
They're not happy.
No.
They're not. They're acting, to me, right off the bat, it's acting queenless. I mean, they're starting to sell, and it's got larvae in it, but whether or not it's going to be successful or not, I don't know. It seems to me, I don't know, it just seems to me now that queens are a much bigger issue than they used to be, as far as the bees being able to raise their own and being successful at it. So there's a lot of all drone brood there. This is either a drone layer or a laying worker at this point. A lot of times
the eggs are stuck on the side because her abdomen can't get it down to the very bottom of the
She was, two Italians I bought were to me pretty darn small.
Yeah. Where'd you get them? So, my guess is this hive has gone queenless and is now laying worker, because the eggs that I'm seeing, you guys, we gotta pass this around. The eggs that I'm seeing here, there are multiple eggs in the cells, and they're on the side. They're not in the center of the frame. Let me see if I can part one a little bit so that you can see which one I'm looking at. And because they're unfertilized, it's a laying worker. they're always going to hatch into drones.
How do you find the one that's doing it?
You can't. So the best
Somebody asked me that.
the best solution for this hive, if you want to try to requeen it, and it's been done successfully, is to give it a frame of brood and first of all, take a frame from a strong hive, set it aside, like the hive that's going to swarm. It's got swarm cells in it. Hey, there you go. You've got 3 queens over there in cells.
I'm done spending $30.
But what you can do is take a frame with a cell on it, since there is one. Take the box down on the other side of those apple trees. Set the frame over here of cells. Shake all the bees off of it over there, and then set the hive back up over here. The theory is that the lane worker has never been out of the hive. She'll never find her way over here. If you give it a cell, boom, they've got something to go with right away. They've got enough bees, I think, to finish the cell at this point. They attempted, but, I mean, we did see a cell over here with a larva in it, but it's an unfertilized cell. It's hopeless. It's what they call hopelessly queenless.
You
So,
just did that.
right here, here's an egg. I'm going to open that up. It's on the side.
Leave the toothpick by it.
All right. Thank you. It's downhill of the toothpick. There's an egg on the side wall there. It's not in the center. That's not always an indicator of a lane worker, because sometimes an inexperienced queen won't hit dead center in the early stages of her life. She'll within a week or so she'll get into the rhythm of things. But these are all bullet-shaped drone cells. They need to come out further than a worker. So
What about combining that with queen right
Very
now?
dark bee there.
yeah, these bees, this darkness on the bees, that's viral stuff too. I don't like that. They're shiny and black. It could be, there is a virus that causes them to lose their hair.
That's the hairless bee.
Yeah, it's a hairless bee. You know, it's like those dogs.
Now that you said it, I can see it in others.
What about combining?
You could combine it.
But if this one's got issues, I just assume
Right.
sink or swim here.
Yeah.
Well, and they'll protect that lane. There might be more than one lane,
There might be.
and they'll
Yeah.
protect her. So if
I'd
you
be
put a queen in there, they'll kill it.
But
Because
There aren't a ton of bees in here.
no.
so when that
You can also just shake it out in the blind of this,
making
whether they infect it or not.
her pheromone can kick in when the queen
or you
pheromone
can-
dissipates.
You know, a lot of this is so new with the viral stuff. We
I
don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I might take a frame of that with the queen cells on it and put it in here, but
yeah. It's
I'm not.
if this. Some hives go to a lane worker fairly quickly. Some will go weeks without developing a lane worker. I think it might have to do with genetics and but these bees, to me, there are a lot of shiny black bees that don't look normal. Yeah.
Well, I congratulate myself.
And is it because
Spotting it, but not
May
they're
18th.
queenless? You know, are they stressed because of that, and therefore they're becoming more susceptible?
Pulling their hair out.
Yeah, right.
They can't cut themselves, so.
Well, other than that, so we saw a lot of stuff, really. We didn't see much disease, but,
Because I can see them.
you know, this hive here, if you were successful in this late in the game and getting a queen going in it, you could win her. If it's a full box of bees, you can win her in one deep.
Yeah.
You know, I've wintered stuff in a deep before, and they do quite fine. Especially a nice location like this.
It's over here.
I lost the frame.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That was so long ago.
Are we waiting for frame?
No, keep it going. They're not missing it yet.
I don't know.
a lot of times you'll see 2 or 3, but even if you see 2 or 3, it doesn't mean it's a lane worker. I've seen queens that can't expand their brood nest
Pictures of them.
to meet them. The bees can't cover the eggs,
6 or 7
so she'll keep laying eggs in the same cells. So she's ready to go, but there aren't the bees to cover the brood. So
Do they have?
good pictures.
well, I think they select and they just choose one, but over time,
My glasses.
I saw,
it's usually colony that's building. But sometimes it's on the way down too.
I was hoping I'd be able to see it where it was
It's not
pointed
nothing's
out,
etched
but-
in stone.
It was
You know, if you see something that doesn't mean this, if you see this, it doesn't necessarily mean that. And what I like to tell people is, I can only make a better guess because I've been doing it longer. You know, it's a lot of it just, going with it.
So is there enough problem with that that you want to treat it?
What do you treat it with? You know, you can't really treat it with anything. It's, and always the concern is, if you take this hive away and shake it out and these bees fly into this one,
Yeah, I mean,
it's on the,
my reading
it's,
glasses.
be affected by the virus.
where is it compared to the it's right in here, it's just below this, it's just below the
We're seeing it
toothpick.
transmitted in the comb.
It's just
Hives
kind
that
of
died,
sticking
viral
to the,
symptoms.
it's sticking sideways
install new
across.
package on it in the spring. The viral complex does stay intact in the comb for a certain period of time. Sunlight breaks it down. There's something that still needs to be looked at.
Well, it's good to see it, no.
Yeah.
I see the egg, it's just at the bottom. Straight down on the toothpick. It's right at the edge there. And we get an angle off the side of the cell.
Well, the bees are
Yeah, right here, the cooperative.
Wow. Glad you got that.
Well, like I said, I think just the fact that we're in a nectar flow helps a lot
Yeah.
too with their giving us. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at that, I would almost think that was an egg that flopped over the
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
But it's not floating in royal jelly.
no, right.
Yeah.
You what? Okay. I think it's going to be a request again. Susan will want one. Two.
We have to take the toothpick out.
You got your toothpick filtered.
We'll let Maureen deal with it. It's amazing what they can lug out the entrance. You see them with, you put hop guard in the hives and they lug out pieces that are this big. It's like, how do they do it?
Okay. So we can adjourn to the food area, and Dave's going to hang around and ask, he's cooking, and we can ask all the questions we want while we eat.